Hi, we're Joel and Lia,
and this video is all about baby names.
Honestly guys, this is going to be the most pretentious video
we've ever made.
Yeah.
That's why Prosecco's been poured.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Because we thought people were going to hate us from this video, so we might as well give them more to hate us about, which is being pretentious and drinking Prosecco.
Jeez, that's aged, doesn't it?
It has. It's not the best Prosecco. We've kept that. We bought that ages ago.
Yeah. I think it's expired, but that's okay. We probably deserve it after what this video is about to be.
So we've noticed that baby name, well not necessarily baby names, names in the US tend to be a bit weirder than names in the UK.
Yeah, you just come across names out there that you're just like, I don't know anyone called that.
No, I don't know
anyone.
And you hear them time and time again and you're like, it must be an American thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like in just some of the girl names that like stick out.
Yeah. Like Madison.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know a single British Madison.
No.
It's a very American name. Like
hey,
I'm Madison.
Like high school cheerleader names that we find fascinating.
Yeah.
Like
Brianna.
Brianna, that's a good one.
Brianna's a good one.
I even feel like
Brooke.
Britney. We don't get many Britneys.
No.
How many Britneys do you know? I don't know any.
Britneys.
No.
The only Britney I know is American.
Oh, she from promo?
No, she just came and visited from America and then went back home.
Britney, like when Britney Spears came out, I thought it was a fictional character. I thought it was like a character name. I couldn't believe anyone was born called Britney.
Or like Casey.
Casey's,
or Kaylee. Like they're all very American names.
Kaylee spelled with a double E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, the spellings are weird. So like even like a name that we do have in the UK, Hayley.
Yeah.
But we spell it like Hayley, but they would spell it like Heylee. And you're like, why have you added an extra E on the end?
So true, so true. Yeah, I think
Whitney.
Names that are quite like, I don't know if spiritual's the right word, but like Destiny, Harmony, Precious. I find these hard to I just wonder. I just wonder like what were you thinking?
What planet?
Were you on? Maybe
on?
you were so high off the drugs of pregnancy that you were like, oh, precious.
Yeah, precious. I got that as well from friends where she's like, hi, I'm called Precious, and then Phoebe's like, I think she's like, Susie, can I call you Susie? And she's like, my name's Precious, and she's like, I can't call you that. So maybe even Americans say like Precious.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it's just very different, and even the boys' names are very different. Like I do know British Colby, but like Colby or Colton or like
Colton is so good.
It's so. What are the other boys' names?
I'm trying to think of like the American.
Like
Tyler, like classic American jock name.
Yeah. Or Taylor could be a boy or a girl.
Parker, I feel like that.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on any. By the way, we're not picking on anyone.
No.
These just names, like just.
But honestly, it's coming from a place of. We do not know a single Parker in the UK. It's not a British name. You won't find any Brit naming their kids Parker.
No.
It's just funny. Or like Randy. We've spoken about Randy being an American name.
Randy. We spoke about that on another video,
means something
didn't we?
very different in the UK.
Yeah, it's basically if someone's a bit randy, aren't they a bit
horny?
They're a bit horny.
So like someone called Randy is hilarious to us Brits because you're like, it's like calling your child horny.
Yeah. Giving birth and being like, horny. I'm naming you horny. Even just like some of the girl names like Tiffany. How many Tiffany's do you mean? Like, I associate Tiffany with like that brand of jewellery. I'm like, oh, Tiffany's, breakfast at Tiffany. Like it's just not a British name in any way.
Funny. But why is this? Because they also have names that like British names like John, Peter, Paul, Mark.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm quite neutral to all those because we just hear them all the time here.
Boring.
But the more out there names.
Are there British names?
British names.
Emily's very British.
Yeah, I know a few Caitlyns, but the way my friends that are Caitlyn are spelled is C-A-I.
Yeah, T-L-I-N.
Lynn, but theirs might be with like a K and a Y.
And a Y and a double N.
Like Lynn spelled like L-Y-N and Caitlyn.
Yeah, the spellings are very, very different.
Yeah.
But obviously we know that like there are normal names as well, but these names are just jarring to us.
A sort of category of names that like I'll never be able to get on board with are like names of places like Madison, London, America. People that are just called like Hudson, like the Hudson River.
I know a dog called Hudson, and I think it's a really cool name
for a dog.
But yeah, each to their own, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to call my son Derek.
Oh, do you?
No, I used to. When I was younger, I was like,
I'd call a dog Derek.
Yeah, or a donkey Derek.
Yeah.
But not...
Like, would you ever call your son Lincoln?
Never.
No. But that's like, must be because of the president. They're like, oh, let's call it Lincoln.
But would you call your son Boris after Boris Johnson?
Never. No. Absolutely not. I bet the name Boris has declined. And I bet things happen in history that... like up or what's it called? Increase or decrease the amount of people calling their name.
Game of Thrones names, like during Game of Thrones, all baby names were like Game of Thrones characters.
I mean, it is so hilarious. Like, I want to meet these families that are going, Daenerys Targaryen. This is our.
That's so
these
crazy.
silly names.
Yeah.
Fictional names. I mean,
crazy.
How flattering.
I feel like, it's the same, like when Harry Potter came out, there's probably loads more Harrys, Rons or Hermiones.
Hermiones, there was loads of them. Yeah. And like, you know, Star Wars comes out and there's Rey and she's this female, strong character. How many girls called Rey?
Yeah.
Tons probably.
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you know what you want to call your kids?
I have, but do you know what? I think everyone's got an opinion on that, and I'm not willing to put that on the internet.
Yeah, because otherwise then you'll get people saying they don't like them, just in we're saying,
we
don't like the name Desiree.
Desiree. You know what? There's probably a really nice viewer called Desiree. I think there actually is. And she's
there?
Lovely. Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Desiree.
There's a really nice viewer called Desiree, and I can see her display picture, her little face. And honestly, these are nothing personal. If someone made a video like, I can't stand the name Leah, I can't stand the name Joel, I'd be like, that's interesting. Like, wonder why.
Oh, it's not for everyone. Otherwise, there'd be loads of Joels if everyone liked the name Joel.
I quite like that in my local area. I bet someone knew and they said, you're the only Leah in Chichester. You're the only Leah around here. And
that's crazy.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to me.
Cheers to being the only one of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get that a bit.
Yeah, there's hardly any Joels. And I think Joel can be quite an American name at the same time.
Really?
Because I feel like it's probably more common in the US. In the UK, there are like no Joels.
It's terrible Prosecco.
It's not good.
Do you know what? When we were growing up, TV shows like, That's So Raven. Yeah. Raven. As if that's a real name.
Yeah, or like in High School Musical, like Sharpay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Surely not.
Or like Troy. That's
Troy,
a very... what are the others?
I was thinking Vanessa, but that's just the actress, isn't it?
What's her real name?
What's the heroine in High School Musical called?
Yeah, it's Troy and... I can hear people shouting.
Can you see it? What is it? What is it? Troy and... Gabriella.
That's it.
You don't meet many Gabriellas.
You don't meet any of these. Gabriella, Troy, Sharpay, whatever the other ones
are. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
They're just very not British names.
No.
And we don't meet them here. But I like unusual names. At the same time, I'm so grateful I've got a name that isn't very common.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to be a Jess.
No.
Like, fine if you're a Jess, but I just feel like, could they not have been a bit more creative?
Yeah, my brothers Luke and Ben, I like their names, but I'm just like, I'm so glad I'm not a Luke or a Ben. Like, Luke or Ben are 50 a dozen, or what's the phrase? Two a dime. Dime a dozen, or whatever it is. I don't know. There aren't many Joels.
Yeah, definitely. Some other names I've written down here. I don't know if we've mentioned Brody.
Brody, yeah, that's a strange name.
Addison. Skylar. The reason this one came to mind is because of what's her name's wife in Breaking Bad. Skylar was one of the lead characters, and I always thought, what a funny name.
What a funny name.
Skylar. Hank. Men called Hank.
Yeah, that's such an American.
Hank.
But I don't ever.
Imagine
you don't know a young Hank.
Hank.
That just wouldn't happen.
Would never. I don't know one Brit called Hank.
But equally, there are some British names that are weird. Like, I'm sorry to be mean about my dad, but he's called Gary, and I'm like, why would you call your son Gary? Like a baby Gary.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, this baby's called Gary.
Yeah.
No.
A terrible name. No. But he's my dad. And
and it probably worked in his era.
Yeah. It worked back then.
But right now, I would never give birth to a Gary.
Never. It would be cruel to call your baby Gary.
It's like calling it Barry.
Yeah. It just doesn't work.
It's Barry, nice to be.
Yeah.
I just find it comical.
It is funny, baby Barry.
Baby Barry. Baby Barry.
It is cute.
I've written Blossom down.
Blossom.
Hilarious.
Yeah, names that are too delicate, I can't stand.
Names that are a bit sort of trees, like Willow.
Do you know, I once met a boy called Angel.
hysterical.
And he was a Brit. Well, actually, he was
Fantastic.
Italian, and I think, well, half Italian. He was brought up in the UK. But he was called Angel, and I was just like, that's just mean.
That is just mean.
Don't call your son Angel.
I went to nursery with a girl called Sky, and I always thought that was weird.
Oh yeah.
Sky, but
that's quite cool though.
Cool now.
Yeah, cool to be
Sky,
called Sky.
yeah, I'm called Sky. Putting down with Tegan. Have we said anything about the name Tegan?
Yeah, that's unusual.
That comes across.
Tegan.
Dakota, unusual.
Yeah.
I think there's one Dakota I know of who's an actress. Actress names, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
The kind of thing you go, do you know what? My name, Jess Smith, is too boring. Call me Dakota Hudson.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're a
That'd be amazing.
superstar.
Suddenly, yeah.
Yeah.
Successful.
Hallie. That reminds me of Hallie from, what's that film?
Parent Trap.
Yeah,
and what's her sister called?
Hallie and
Annie and Hallie.
Annie, I feel like
Annie's normal.
She's the British one, isn't she?
Yeah, that's
surprise,
why.
surprise.
See, even maybe
Annie.
this is something that we've only just come to terms with, because clearly scriptwriters back then were like, Annie and Hallie. Annie's very British, Hallie's very American.
Yeah.
But we've just discovered this, and we're like, why do Americans have different names to Brits?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Because we all speak the same language, but at the same time, we're so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you would never, honestly, who's calling their kid Krista?
Krista. There are no Kristas in the UK. I know a Krista who
Oh,
goes
yeah?
to Orange Theory with
American?
me. She's American.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
There you go. Ali.
Ali. You don't meet
double
Ali is
L.
kind of normal. That'd be short for Addison.
Alyssa. Oh, okay. Addison or
or Alyssa.
But like Alyssa, that's quite English, isn't it? I don't know any Americans Alyssa. Do you?
No, it was on that list.
Oh,
but
was it?
Yeah. Selena
Gomez.
Yeah. Anyway, we could list names forever, but it's probably getting boring now.
But yeah, one more parish notice is
go on
that
then.
this genuinely is not meant to offend anyone.
And it probably will offend, but obviously it's not meant to be.
Not meant to.
It was just pointing out the differences, like our channel points out cultural differences and celebrates them.
It's another one of those.
It's great. And just because we say Brits would never call their sons or daughters that is not to say because it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's just that it would never happen because it's so not even in our brains to think of those names.
It's like different language.
Yeah. But I want to know what are some British names that Americans would never think to call their...
Yeah, like
Hermione.
Hermione. Yeah, that's funny. Or like really, really British. Like Charles.
Philip. I'm just thinking of royal names now.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Catherine.
Would you get any? Yeah, probably get Elizabeth's easy out there.
But still, they all stem from the UK. I think that the Elizabeth and the Catherines that will then be shortened to like Liz or Katie, which would then maybe be more American.
Annie. Yeah. Well, let's chat names in the comments, guys.
Yeah.
Can't wait to read the abuse.
Yes. So sorry for triggering anyone. It wasn't meant. Make fun of our names if you want. Joel's a stupid name. Leah's a stupid name. There, we said it.
So stupid.
So just join in below. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, come back, subscribe. We post videos thrice weekly
on this channel, on other channels that we own.
We have 2 different channels as well.
Yeah, and if you want to be a member, you can join our channel. There are some great member perks like early access to videos and early access to merch, which we release quite often, and other things. And yeah, there's lots of things to say. Everything's in the description.
There is.
Cheers and see you next
soon.
time.
Goodbye.
Bye.